I'm Maddison Hill.
And I'm Courtney Revolution.
Do we have a lot to talk about today?
Girl.
We really do, because season 17 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians premiered, and it was more like Keeping Up with Khloe.
This
honestly.
is a very thick docket.
This
Two
is
C's.
a very, very thick. I feel a lot of quotes. I feel
Down
a lot
to
of
the
clips.
last page.
Down to the last page.
Down to
guys.
the end of the last page. Y'all see that?
We have so much to talk about. Of course, we're going to break down this Khloe Kardashian revelation about trashy Tristan being 10 times trashier than I could have ever. Actually, I imagined it.
Girl,
Who
we
am
getting
I
in the
kidding?
dump.
I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt there for a second to be like, oh, maybe he was improving. No, guess what? He is just as scuzz-bally as he was before.
Sounds like that's why he was buying them Popeye's chicken sandwiches, because
Yeah.
he knew that some mess was coming out on
And
Sunday.
for everyone who tries to say Tristan doesn't want Khloe back, I'm sorry. Last night's episode, evident. I don't want to hear that comment anymore.
Yeah, period.
Because
period.
clearly, it doesn't matter how many times he cheats on her, he still wants a piece.
And that's
I'm
a
just saying. It's a big mess.
That's a mess, Madison.
A big mess. We're also going to talk about Kylie. Her full episode on Ellen is airing today. She admitted that her sisters make fun of her billionaire status. We're going to talk about that clip. And of course, she's also being charitable and giving back some of the profits from her birthday collection. So everyone who dragged her
I love
for,
that.
you know, the money theme, she is giving it back.
She's giving it away.
She's giving it back. We're also going to talk about Kenny, our good sis Kendall.
Yes!
She is sad she's not on the runway, but also a little Blake Griffin situation.
Oh.
He apparently roasted Catelynn at Alec Baldwin's Comedy Central roast, and it's very interesting. And
Random?
It's a random report, but wait till you hear the joke.
Oh,
it is a
God.
roast.
Let me see, girl.
We also have non-car gender news, you guys. We're talking about James Charles. He's accusing Wet n Wild of copying his palette. He's calling them out on Twitter. We're going to talk about Michael B. Jordan, one of the best-looking men on the planet,
Yes.
in the Hollywood Hills.
Yes.
And him showing Zendaya some love. We also have an update on
Aw.
Miley and Catelynn. They're taking their relationship to the next level. Yes, to the next level, not marriage,
Yeah, I was
but
about to say,
another next
Maddison.
level. We also are going to talk about Ariana Grande and how she feels about that Mac Miller's drug dealer being arrested. I couldn't think of the words. We also have some Cardi B news and Shawn Mendes, Camila Cabello news, Selena Gomez, Taylor.
Oh, we going through it.
It's like a full docket. A lot happened this weekend.
You know what I don't want to hear in the comments?
What?
I don't want to see or read Jenner scoop, because girl, this docket is 4 pages long, and girl, you done talked about like 8 different people.
I know. We have a lot to talk about today. We have
don't
a
even.
lot.
James Charles is even in here.
James Charles is at the top.
Okay, that's called variety.
because I know he's your favorite.
Oh my God, I live for a sister scandal, a sister accusation he's trying to do right now.
Also, we have Miss Mika saying, "Love you
Mika's
guys."
already here.
Mika's already here.
Mika, it's nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she loves the Tia, and we see ya, Miss Mika.
Yes.
See ya.
Another little remix.
Yes, God.
You know what? I missed that Miss Mika song on Friday. I was singing
yes.
it while I was in Tahoe. I was like,
How was that?
Miss Mika. It was great. It was so
good?
much fun. I was in Nature, aka Nature, and it was beautiful. The wedding was so much fun.
Yeah.
Everyone had a great time. I, of course, was the one who got everyone on the dance floor. I got
course,
the grandparents out there. My friend's great uncle. He was dropping it low, swinging his jacket around. People haven't seen that in years.
Jacket around.
Oh, the jacket was
they was
swinging
getting wild.
around. I like to say, I mean, you know, I go to a lot of weddings.
Yes.
But I really bring it to the dance floor.
You
That's
bring the
my
party
big
to the wedding.
contribution is the twerking.
Well,
no
girl, I'll
matter
take
what
that.
song, I got it. I got it. I can
Classical
do it.
music is playing, and you
Classical
dropping down and
music,
getting your
it's
eagle
just
on,
me
girl.
and Megan Thee Stallion. Good morning, you
Silly.
guys. We have Michaela saying she wants to get married in Tahoe. Highly
Ooh.
recommend. It was beautiful, you guys. I posted a picture of like the scenery on my Instagram. It was gorgeous.
The nature.
One of my favorite places ever. Good morning. We have Maria saying, good morning, my tea drinking. It's feeling family, giggles, and hugs. Oh my God, I love giggles and hugs.
Me
That's
too.
so cute. That sounds so sweet on a Monday.
That's
You know
so
what I'm saying?
honest.
Let's see. Linda says, can a 60-plus grandma from Colorado join the Tea Tribe?
Linda?
You're already part of the Tea
it, but you're
Tribe.
here and it's live.
And you're in the chat.
Yeah.
So you're already way steps ahead of a lot of
You
other
already
people.
ahead of the game, Linda.
We're happy you're here. Thank you, Linda.
Always.
Of course, of course, of course. We have Samantha saying that we look great today.
Thank
Oh
you,
my God,
Samantha.
Thank you.
Little banana moment.
We tried.
Potassium.
We tried.
Oh, yes.
We have Adrienne who says, finally made it to the live from
Welcome.
Rancho Cucamonga.
Cucamonga.
I loved Rancho Cucamonga for like dance competitions and cheer competitions when my sister did cheer when we would do like nationals, and it just sounded so cool.
Is it nice there?
Rancho
Cucamonga.
Like for an announcement, you know? It sounds really cool. Like,
Sounds like a
damn,
celebration.
Rancho Cucamonga's coming.
Like, girl, I'm going to Rancho Cucamonga. Get out of here.
It does sound like that. We are
Don't play
here.
with me. I got a coin. I'm going to Rancho Cucamonga.
We are here. We have Felicia says, how about them Cowboys? Did the Dallas Cowboys
What does
win
that
this
mean?
weekend? I bet they did. I think that's what that means.
Cries
Go
and fake
Cowboys.
sports fan.
Well, I'm a Chiefs fan because of the Kansas City, Kansas City Chiefs. It's okay. Courtney the other day asked me if the Lakers were still a team. So that's the status of your sports knowledge.
The extent of my sports knowledge is I'm on a dodgeball team. That's it.
That's athletic.
I know.
That's so athletic.
Club 96.
Oh my god.
That's the name of our dodgeball team.
Yes, athleticism.
Oh, let's go.
Yes, sports. Overhand.
Oh yeah, overhand.
Oh, you don't mess around.
Oh, I played the corner girl. You gotta do the sound effect. You know how Venus is doing it? They're like, mine is
I didn't know that, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. You can be friends, or you can be fans of the Chiefs too. The Kansas City Chiefs.
What are they? Are they good?
Yeah, we're good. We're cute.
If they're not a good team, I don't want to stand.
We're really big on community.
Okay.
It's fun.
Okay.
Our quarterback is like
the Chiefs.
Patrick Mahomes, people. He's a really good guy.
I know Austin Mahomes.
Oh, well, that's different.
He sings the hits.
No relation. No relation, but you can still like the last name,
Okay, Mahomes.
Deal.
Shout out to the Mahonies. Mahomies, I'll call them.
Okay, perfect. We have Terry saying good morning. It's Grammy. Yes, I'm over 60 and love watching. Yay, Terry and Linda, you guys should connect. We should connect.
Can we cry at Wesley? Wesley said my favorite sport is throwing shade. Get out.
Oh my God, that's
me.
We need that on a shirt. Our favorite sport is throwing shade. That is our sports knowledge in a nutshell.
A little hand with a palm tree.
A little hand. Boom. Oh my God, that would be so
good.
Cute.
Y'all minds.
Let's see. Nicole says, oh, they're getting better. You guys are talking. Wow, we got a lot of Chiefs fans.
Oh, y'all didn't know about the Chiefs.
Wow, okay, I feel so honored.
Okay, so
Wow.
you're Queen Chief.
I'm Queen Chief.
You're Queen Chief.
And you're King Chief now because I just
by association.
By association.
In parentheses.
We have a lot of nicknames: the He and She of Tea, King and Queen of Tea. Now we're the Queen and King of the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's cute.
Wow, we have hello from Cyprus, Texas.
Come on, Texas.
We have Chanel. Good day from Trinidad and Tobago. Ooh, that sounds like a fun one.
Trinidad and Tobago.
We have Jordalis, maybe.
Jordalis?
I'm definitely not saying that right, but it's their 21st birthday, so I must.
Jordalis, you're turning 21.
21 is the best, most fun birthday. You can legally
yes.
do all of the things that you want to do.
You better run up in them
Except
clubs.
for rent a car. You have to wait a few more years to rent a car.
Oh, yes, that's 25, right? I don't have a license.
I don't know. I think it's 25. But guess what? You can drink legally wherever you want. So.
Period. And you can have someone else drive you. Designated.
Exactly.
Designated. Be safe.
Uber and Lyft were created for a reason. You know what I mean? So perfect.
Listen, I live for Uber.
Oh, I know you do.
I'm a career Uberer.
I know you do.
Platinum member. No exaggeration, literally platinum member.
But no speaking. You don't like to speak in the
Don't
Uber.
talk to me. I get in.
The silence option has been great for Courtney.
Yeah, can I give y'all a hot tip for those of y'all that are also antisocial? When you get in your Uber, right? Lots of times they ask you your name and then they go, oh, how's your day going? Now, Madison Hill, I know you would be like, great, how about yourself?
I do that.
I just go, it's going great. and you just leave it.
How do you do that?
You leave it and then you turn the music up.
I feel the automatic need to be like, oh, mine's going great. So how's your day going? How's driving going?
Oh,
you
no.
know I'm a talker.
I realize I do that out in public. So I'll be like,
bad.
it was great. Like at Starbucks. Now I'm more like, oh, great. How about yours?
Oh, God.
Like, you know what I mean?
I always, actually, yesterday was the first time I did put my headphones in an Uber and I was just
The
like.
first time?
Oh, yeah. I never do it.
I don't even walk out of my building without earphones
in. No, I feel rude. I just turned up Lover and I was like, I can't talk right now. I have
Me
too
every
much
day,
going on.
all the time.
Too much
I
going
can't do
on
this
right
right
now. I can't do this right now. We have yes, hello from Kentucky. Leticia finally made it to the T.
Come on.
Good morning from Pittsburgh, Autumn.
Ooh.
I
Shout out
know
to
you're
Pittsburgh.
You're not technically from Pittsburgh, but Pennsylvania.
Anywhere that's
Anywhere in
PA, shout out to
Pennsylvania.
y'all.
We have to give a shout out.
Oh,
we stay
yes.
in Pennsylvania. We also have Romika. Thank you.
Romika,
Romika.
Kuma.
I like to say Romika.
I like
it goes
Romika.
right there. So if we're wrong, please correct us. But
Yeah,
thank
let
you
us know.
So,
Spell
so
it
much.
phonetically in the chat.
Spell it phonetically. You guys know you have to do that for me. You know, the phonetics.
Madison,
I need it.
You got to sound it out.
Hooked on phonics really would come in clutch right about now if it was still around.
You got to sound it out.
Sound it out. We have Donna saying, please send congrats to my granddaughter's first volleyball game of the season.
Ooh.
The team's named the Bears, and they won.
Oh, y'all won?
Oh, my gosh, Donna, please tell the Bears that Maddison and Courtney are so pumped.
We are
They
so
got the
excited.
W.
Y'all said, huh, right?
Yeah,
The
yep.
Bears, y'all took the two paws and y'all said, huh,
They
over
served
the
it
net.
up for a win.
Oh, y'all not playing. Shout out to the Bears.
Shout out to the Bears.
Growl on them.
Yes, exactly. Okay, I think it's time that we get the tea going.
Is it
How
time?
does everyone feel? We're getting the tea time.
I feel like
rolling.
it's time, girl.
It is time. While you're doing that, I'm going to get started on the James Charles news because James Charles is acting up on social media.
sure
What
she
else
is.
is new? James Charles is accusing Wet n Wild of copying his Morphe palette. So Wet n Wild tweeted over the weekend that they were, debuting this new palette at RuPaul's Drag Con.
Okay. Oh, awesome.
In New York.
Fantastic.
And of course, James Charles had to, steal a little bit of that thunder and said that they were copying him. Then he went on to kind of clarify and say there are only so many colors you can put into an eyeshadow palette, and I'm not claiming to own specific colors, but when you copy the exact shades and layout from my palette without even trying to hide it, and then a bunch of clown emojis because he's obviously been watching the TV.
That's hilarious.
And copying.
That's hilarious
our
that
clown emoji situation.
He would use the clown emojis when he's Queen Clown. So I'm gonna say this, and this is just me being from maybe my weird corner and stances.
Right.
What about people that just simply don't want to support you, James Charles?
Right.
What about people like myself?
saying,
I would never support James Charles in this day
You're saying
and
Wet
age.
n Wild is just doing their own thing. They didn't even probably look at the Morphe palette.
And even if they did, Madison, I would buy Wet n Wild simply because I just choose not, in my own opinion, to support James Charles.
Right.
If I wanted those colors, I would purposely go and get Wet n Wild and say, okay, well, at least I got it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I did see
saying?
something. They responded to someone right before I came in here. I was looking. They responded to someone like, "At least ours is a better price."
And exactly.
Damn.
What about parents that cannot afford the Morphe?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But everybody can go in CVS and get Wet n Wild.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Also, something else, Madison. James is not the originator, like he said, of any of those colors. We know in the beauty community that there are copies and dupes.
Right.
I feel like if your formula was the girl, if your formula was the top
Then
formula, you wouldn't even care.
Right. You wouldn't even be concerned that Wet n Wild was coming out with something similar. I also feel like if you're going to call them out on Twitter, then actually do something about it, because just putting that out there and trying to start drama for absolutely no reason, if you have no plans on legally following up or legally doing anything, what's the point of just tweeting this out there and making people, I guess, feel bad for James Charles for 1 second?
How about this, Madison?
Does anyone even feel bad for James Charles? Because we don't, obviously, but I'm curious.
I didn't even know that Wet n Wild had put out this palette, but because James has just put it out there and has amplified the situation, now that make me want to go and get Wet n Wild now.
Right? I'm the exact same way. If I don't like something, I always am just I'm gonna go support the exact competitor.
Yeah, like causing the
brand.
controversy is not gonna make James Charles fans run and buy his stuff more. It's gonna make them go and check out the Wet n Wild and see, oh, do these colors really match? Maybe I can get this for a niece. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Do we think a video about this is coming?
I hope not, because if it is, it's going to be trash and a waste of time.
I would hope not either, but I just worry that if he's tweeting about this, he's going to find a way. I guarantee you a video is coming where he goes and buys the Wet n Wild and then he compares it against his Morphe palette.
Y'all don't fall for it, because it does sound like a calculated setup.
Does that not sound
you know what
like,
I'm saying?
Because he only did those few tweets, and I feel like it's preparation for other things to come.
Especially because, people like us will say, like how I literally just said, well, there are dupes. If your formula was really good, now it's going to prompt him to make a video.
I hope he pulls a clip of you saying that.
I hope he does.
I hope he does.
Honestly, I really, truly hope he does. Honestly,
we'll tweet you the time codes, James, just so you can get it correctly.
It's corny, y'all.
Yeah.
Don't buy into the controversy. Go and get Wet n Wild, or buy whatever your pockets
Right.
are able to buy. But don't feel just because James said it's a copy that it should stop you from going and buying Wet n Wild.
I personally would just rather buy a really good moisturizer than any of the palettes.
Yeah, come on.
I'd worry more about the skin than a bright pink eyeshadow.
I think it's corny.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Okay, let's move on and talk about some happy things then.
Okay.
Well, we have a mixture of happy and shady and all of that good
Oh,
stuff.
I'll take it.
But this one is happy because we're talking about Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, I love him. That's a man.
That is a full-on, just big hunk of man, if you know what I'm talking about. We have
Michael B.
Marie
Jordan.
C. I dreamt I was disrespected and Courtney defended me. I woke up with a smile on my face. Thank you for brightening up people's day, even in dreams.
I don't play, Marie.
That is the best thing I have
play.
ever read. That is amazing.
That is, I don't play that.
That is amazing.
Please do not.
You guys know if anyone comes for anyone in the T tribe, it's going down.
We will snap their neck,
Basement.
please.
Okay, did you like that?
I love that.
Did you hear that?
We love a menage reference.
Did you like that?
Period.
Did you like that? Okay, you guys. So Michael B. Jordan and Zendaya were rocking the same suit. Which, first of all, shout out to Zendaya. Rocking menswear, like the true woman that she is.
Absolutely.
And it's funny because the Shade Room posted about it. Of course, trying to be like, ooh, who wore better, Michael B. Jordan or Zendaya?
Why are y'all?
I know. And Michael B. Jordan commented, and he said, Zendaya, hands down, no contest. And
See?
I just Love that.
See, if it was two petty celebrities, that would have been a whole controversy. See how the internet, you know what I mean?
Right.
They get in the middle and they try to stir some stuff up.
I mean, and sometimes we do that too. But
of course. But this is a beautiful moment. You get what I'm saying? I love that.
Michael B. Jordan said, not today. I'm just going to give it to Zendaya, even though, honestly, both rocked the hell out of it.
Now, Michael B. Jordan, now we need you on Euphoria next season.
Oh, I need to catch up on that. That's the one show you have over me is Euphoria.
Watch that.
I know.
It's good.
I need to.
And I'm caught up on Big Little Lies. That's what I spent the weekend doing.
Oh.
I caught up.
Have you watched Always Be My Maybe?
No.
To All the Boys Have Loved
I only
Before?
have time for one per weekend.
That I've been, harping on you to watch.
I'm a busy man. I had to finish Big Little Lies. Meryl Streep was getting into some things.
Okay, that's true. Meryl Streep is really good in that.
Meryl was shaking at it.
Wait, you finished it, right?
I finished it.
When Nicole slaps Meryl, when they're having that little...
Nicole slapped the taste off.
Oh, boom. Oh, man. Such
Y'all,
a good show.
please
If you
watch
haven't
Big Little
watched
Lies.
It's really good.
Meryl Streep.
You guys know that we get distracted very easily, obviously. And yes, Mary Mayhem. Courtney still has not watched them.
No.
So I think every day this week we should remind him that
Y'all can harass me. It's fine. I will get to it.
This weekend.
It's on my list.
You will get to it this weekend.
I can't promise this weekend. How about this? Before the end of the month.
Okay, before the end of the month. I'll accept that.
One movie, I can do that.
It's September 9th. How about, I have an even better. Before Justin and Haley's wedding ceremony.
That's the 30th, right?
Yep, the 30th.
How about
so
you?
you pretty much have the whole month.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right.
I'll set an alert on my phone, everything.
Okay, perfect. I can't wait. Let's move on and talk about Miley Cyrus and Catelynn. Yes, Wesley, a hashtag movie education. Absolutely. And then Michaela says, you bringing it up made me go rewatch both seasons.
I'm dead.
So
Yes.
good. It's so good. Go stream it because we honestly need a season 3 and it's up in the air right now.
Yeah, I just found out it came out in June, the second season. Oh, y'all need to hurry up.
Uh-huh.
And no more bangs for Jane. Fix that.
No more bangs. No more bangs. Miley Cyrus and Caitlyn Carter have reportedly moved in together, you guys.
That's beautiful.
This is a report from Hollywood Life, a source from those gates of, Calabasas, Hidden Hills, that area, that same gated community. Someone is speaking for it and saying that Miley and Caitlyn were spotted moving into the same home. They apparently are inseparable. They spend every moment together, and they have decided to just take that next step. We know people within the gates chirp, because Jeffree Star has said that too. He has said that multiple times.
My question is, I'm assuming Spencer's not invited to the housewarming, huh?
Yeah, probably not. They're like, Spencer, you chirp too much too. We can't have you.
You know what? I still have to be honest, especially now that I've been verified, that this is all calculated. My mind is more so on when is this going to end? Or will we see a shift in their relationship once the Hills season 2 trailer comes out, whenever it comes out?
Well, and I'm concerned because I'm like, okay, if you guys are already moving in together, one, where are Miley's animals? Are they going to be back in Malibu? What's going on with that? And I just feel like, again, not a very good look.
My thing is...
Even if it is for clout, like I still just feel like at some point, Miley's getting older, Caitlyn's old, like they're closer to our age.
Of course, yeah.
So I'm just like...
That's what we mean by older, y'all.
Yeah,
Relax.
like late 20s.
Yeah, relax.
Late 20s. I'm just thinking, I'm like, okay, at this point, I think you're taking this too far.
My thing is now it goes back to when we first were hearing about this and how the Miley stans were like, well, they've been together. Now I really want to verify, when did y'all get together? You know what I mean?
Also, you guys are cracking me up.
What
in
they
the chat.
said?
Well, they're talking about, this is
I
a
see.
stereotype.
It is, yeah, it is a stereotype.
Complete stereotype that lesbians tend to move in quickly, which I have heard this before. Like,
I have heard this stereotype
before. Like how
before.
it's like on their second date, they're getting a U-Haul. Have you heard? I have had
I have
several
heard that
people,
before,
my
absolutely.
friends tell me this. This is not us being...
My own lesbian friends say this.
Same.
So
we're not trying
if this
to be
offends
shady.
you, don't come
Don't
for
come
us.
for us. It's just a stereotype.
Relax.
And so I just think that it's...
That is interesting that they did that. This does fall into that.
Yeah, you guys are actually really...
Interesting.
Hitting the nail on the head.
Hitting the nail on the head. They took the hammer, pow, pow.
That's true. They really did. So that's interesting.
And they rich, so that was really overnight.
Yeah.
They can move wherever they want.
Man,
Pack the little horse
what's
up
it like
in.
to just be like, I'll down payment in cash. You know what I'm saying? Keep this discreet.
She said,
and then I think Donna or Linda, someone, one of the grandmas of the neighborhood drove by and said, I gotta spill the tea on this.
They done snitched.
They gone snitched. And I'm happy that they did, because obviously I needed the
Listen,
tea.
we need to work, so please keep on snitching.
Please.
So do we think that this is real Madison Hill still? I don't think it's real at all in a most respectful way.
Yeah, I mean,
in a logical, critical way, I don't believe it.
I think kind of is exactly what you've been saying. I think that when those pictures surfaced of them in Italy and they saw how everyone reacted, I feel like because Miley just got out of a relationship, she has to keep peddling this one because she's like, people will think even worse about me if it's just a one and done.
And yeah.
So I feel like they're both clinging on to this to help each other in a way. I think Catelyn's doing it to help with season 2 of The Hills, make sure she can have a career on her own outside of Brody. And Miley's doing it because she thinks people already think she's kind of a bit of a hussy, and so she's like, I gotta stick with what I've started.
What if this is truly a friend helping a friend?
It might be.
Because just to be realistic, we know Miley could just wake up one day and drop an album without any of this, and we're gonna go buy it, or we're gonna stream it, whatever. Catelynn, we literally don't know who she is.
Right.
And if they really were friends before all the cameras, the Hills, and all that, like I could, in my imagination, in my mind, see Miley being like, okay, well, girl, let's set it up.
See, but I feel like at some point, now they would have said that. I feel like Miley would have tweeted when she went on that big Twitter rant, like, why the hell is everyone so shocked about a friend helping a friend? Like, yeah, we might have crossed the line.
I mean, that discussion happening behind the scenes without us there.
No, I know.
But they're peddling that it's a real relationship.
Okay.
That's what I think.
It's like, oh, we're friends helping friends, but let's make everyone else believe.
Yeah, that's kind of like how I feel about it.
Sorry, you guys, it's Monday. I've only had like
no,
half a cup
I
of coffee.
feel it.
I'm still on the uptake.
I'm a little loopy.
I'm a little loopy. I didn't sleep great, but now I'm catching on. I'm catching on to what you're saying.
That's what I think. It's too calculated, but I also feel like Miley doesn't really have anything to gain from it, which is fine. Right. She doesn't need to gain anything. But Catelynn has everything to gain from it.
Catelynn has everything
because without this, girl, MTV's looking for someone else to fill that spot in. Because what do you have on The Hills storyline-wise?
We haven't talked about Catelynn Carter ever before until
I didn't know who she was.
Neither did I.
I said, Brody, who this woman?
You guys know how I felt about The Hills reboot and, our add-ons. So I wasn't really into watching Catelynn and Brody's little love story.
Have you add-on?
No, okay, me add-on.
You would just walk up in the party. Hi, I'm a news reporter.
Hi, I'm Maddison Hill. Oh, shocker, we've all been friends our whole lives. You're just now hearing about me. Oh my gosh. Okay, Felicia says you get your partner how you lose your partner.
A lot of people say that.
A lot of people say that. People are talking about Liam.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it either, Rachel, because Rachel said Liam's probably in on it. Haha. The reason why he flew out of here and didn't say nothing and still not saying nothing. Something about that part.
Clearly, you've been talking to Rachel. Behind the scenes.
Rachel,
that's what you've been
Rachel's on my page.
Rachel's on your page.
Rachel's like, hold on, something in this don't sound right. That's still giving me Scooby-Doo mystery. It's not clean, Maddison.
Not clean.
This is some dingy buttermilk. What's going on?
Oh, that sounds so disgusting.
Because it's not clean.
It's not clean.
Okay,
let's move on and talk about Ariana Grande.
Okay.
We're going to bring the roller coaster ride back down a little bit.
Okay.
Sources close to Ari told TMZ that she believes Cameron James Petit, that's the guy who was arrested in connection to Mac Miller's death, that he deserves to suffer the consequences and face harsh consequences. Sources went on to tell TMZ that Ariana feels anyone involved in supplying Mac drugs should be charged and convicted. They also revealed that the recent arrest has brought a sense of closure to Ariana, and even though she knows that this storyline isn't over, this conversation's not over, but it did help bring a little bit of sense of closure. She's just hoping that he actually does face some consequences.
Oh yeah. Oh, they need to lock him up.
I think they will. I think they will. But I'm just happy that this brought some peace to Ariana. I know there's no way to actually bring peace with the situation.
Of course.
Because obviously Mac Miller is still not here. But that's something that you kind of said too. You're like, I hope this helps bring a sense of closure.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I feel like it was such a terrible situation, and of course people feel one way about the situation, other people feel a different way about the situation. At the end of the day, someone still lost a family member. Right. Ariana lost someone very important in her life, and I feel like this is sort of like this person got what they need to get because they did something so horrible. You know what I mean? Lots of people get away with doing stuff like that. Right. So it's I even feel like, thank God they found this guy. You know what I mean?
Well, because remember, I think I've always had a theory that the fentanyl epidemic goes a lot further than we know. I kind of feel like this is just totally my conspiracy,
true
crime-loving mind, that there's kind of like a ring who's selling certain things to celebrities, knowing that they're laced, knowing that it can cause much bigger consequences than, someone knows what they're taking.
But what is the point of that, Maddison?
Why do people troll others online? Why do people, you know what I mean? I think it's just some people are messed up, and I've always felt that way. So I personally am glad that someone is being actually held responsible for their actions. Yeah. I know it was Mac Miller's choice to take the drugs, but again, he was unaware of what he was taking.
Addiction is a sickness, and
that's what you talk about.
That's the stance that I take on that. So when people say that Mac chose to take drugs, I kind of find it, in my opinion, I kind of find it offensive to his memory.
Right. Well, and
I
that's
feel
what
like
some of the sources said, that she feels that he was taken advantage of. So kind of what you were saying.
I feel like when people say that, they're just being insensitive, and sometimes they don't know anyone or have anyone in their family that has ever faced addiction.
Right.
And you would be really surprised to see how quickly your stance on that switches when it's close to you. So just my opinion.
Yes, be more aware and be more open to other.
Because it's very much a sickness and very much less of a choice. They wouldn't be able to create all these groundbreaking TV shows around it over people choosing. You know what? I'm gonna hurt myself. Like, you know what I mean? That it doesn't make sense. So I disagree with that, honestly.
No, absolutely. Okay, let's talk about Cardi B because she took to her Instagram Live to clap back at trolls who were calling her fake and plastic. We're just gonna briefly go over this because we have a lot that we need to get to.
Go for it.
You know, I just think it's interesting. She posted it last night. Of course, it's gone by this morning. Shocker.
Not surprised.
And people have been coming after her. We know she's admitted to having her boobs done and having, you know, a liposuction. And she's just calling out that half the people who are even calling her plastic and fake have fake bodies themselves. They're being, you know, two-faced. Hypocritical, I think is the word that she was looking for. And she applauded her sister for having natural features, smaller boobs, a smaller butt, and not bringing down other women in the process. And that people are just hating because they must be jealous and they want the body too. There's the tea.
I'll say this, Madison. I would prefer this, but from like the Kardashians. You know what I mean? I feel like, okay, we know this.
Right.
We know you've admitted to this 50 million, like, okay.
Right.
But if it were the Kardashians, it would be more groundbreaking. When it's Cardi, it's okay, fantastic that you're applauding natural bodies, et cetera, whatever, do whatever you want. But it's another one of those, did you really have to clap back for that?
That's how I feel. I'm just like, you have owned up to having plastic surgery. You've been open about it. So from this point forward, if people choose to call you fake and plastic, why are you getting upset about it?
Also, can I say this one last thing? Just for, especially, this is specifically for people that are gonna watch the replay, because it's never really the people in the live. This is also not us hating on Cardi, because I personally think we've said way less constructive things in the past before that situation happened. But this is honestly how we feel. I just think that not everything warrants a response. You know, if you've already responded to it before, like we've known she's had work before. We reported on. Remember when she had the lipo leaks? Remember that? We talked about that already. So if you own it, then so what? Also, now stop responding to it.
Also, why are you deleting it? Like, why would you post that and then delete it? That literally was not bad. Again, I just don't like the posting and deleting. I don't like that. Okay, let's move on and talk about Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello.
Okay.
So Shamila shippers, if you're in the chat and you believe the sham, that's okay. Please share this video.
That's okay.
Please share this video because we got a lot of Selena and good car driver news coming later. So Camila Cabello surprised the crowd at Shawn Mendes' show in Toronto this weekend. They got up. They sang Senorita. The fans lost their damn minds.
Of course they did.
There was a kiss. It was steamy. Honestly, it was a better performance than the VMAs. It looks way more legit to me, in my opinion, at the show. And then prior to the performance, she admitted to E! News that she's always loved Shawn with all her heart, and that they've known each other for a long time, and that they've always been there for one another.
Olivia, I agree.
What'd you
That's
say?
all. Look at what Olivia said.
I'm so sorry.
Olivia, I so agree. For those of y'all watching the replay, Olivia said, "I am sorry. I am just tired of him." And you know what? I am in a coma because where's Brittany and Justin?
I don't know.
Something that was real. That was real, and they sold that until something happened.
They wore matching denim outfits.
That
was
like
iconic.
I think that's what they want. Their camps want that to be that Brittany, Justin. That's not gonna happen. But love them.
I mean, but what do you think about her just showing up at his shows? Like, is this becoming too much? Are they trying too hard? I know she just released those double
I was
singles.
going to say, where them singles at on the chart?
I was going to say, someone let us know, because I feel like they must not be doing too killer.
Did Camila's video fall off the trending page? Just out of curiosity. Is Panini still #1? Because it seems like every time Lil Nas come out with something, then y'all up the ante.
I don't think her parents.
I don't think her parents. Where's she at, dude? Let me scroll down.
No. We have people saying it's trying too much.
That's how I feel.
This is so hard PR. Why would she go there? I agree. I think it's great in a sense that they're really peddling it, but also it's like, okay, this is being shoved down our throats so much. And then we also have Camila like talking to Elle magazine being like, I want to fall in love in private. You know, we're going to do whatever we want to do. Like, she's giving mixed messages.
It ain't nowhere on the trending page.
No, she's giving mixed messages. She's singing about falling in love, but not revealing really who it is, saying she wants to fall in love in private, and then goes and makes out with Shawn Mendes on stage while singing Senorita. It's making me, I don't want to say it, but it's making me dislike Camila Cabello.
I don't dislike her.
It's making
I
me
just
a
feel
little
like,
bit.
stop it.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't believe this.
Like, you are good enough that you don't even need a stunt.
I feel like, okay, Maddison, let's I don't drive, but let's readjust the
pretend.
vehicle.
Okay.
Let's move the Prindle. What?
Shift gears.
What is it? There you go.
There we go.
I don't know
There we
what
go.
that
There
is.
we go.
London Tipton right here. What is it gonna take for us to believe this? I'm gonna go ahead and answer my own question I literally just asked. Nothing. Nothing. I just don't believe it. Every time I see them together, Shawn looks like he's thinking about a million other things besides
I
Camila
agree.
Cabello literally on his lap, on his mouth.
Sucking that lip.
Sucking that lip, giving us goldfish for your life.
I have a question
You ain't got
for
another
you.
single on the album you can release?
Sarah Dye has a really good point.
What's Sarah say?
She said, if her album tanks, are we going to get a sex tape?
If her album tanks, they gonna break up immediately. If they make it to the album release.
If we even hear something about, I don't think they would, because I feel like they still try to kind of peddle Shawn as being like the good boy, you know what I mean? Like the good guy, all that. However, you know what? Maybe a sex tape would make me believe it though. If I
don't think she
If I
would.
saw a boudoir moment, then maybe I would buy what they're selling.
She's not that stupid. I
No.
will say that.
No.
She's still in that. Here's the thing. I feel like, and this is my thing, is she doesn't have to do this. Camila Cabello, I feel like, is trying to give us sex appeal, but Camila Cabello has never given that.
Right.
And I feel like she doesn't give it all the way, and that's okay.
Right.
You don't have to be, you can be a woman and not be conventionally sexy. I think that Camila's thing has always been kind of being goofy and funny, and that's kind of been like her sexy thing, is being that like,
Right. She
like,
gives us a snack without giving us the whole kitchen.
yeah, and I feel like she's trying to give us part of the fridge.
Yeah.
And girl, you're giving us just the handle on the door. It's not enough. But
Right.
also don't push the envelope because it's against what you've
What you
always
like,
served
right.
us. Yeah.
But you're saying like you feel like she's doing this to kind of make people see her in a different light, a more sexy light.
I feel like it's a team effort to make Shawn appear more edgy because he gives us Hostess cupcake, and that's
Right,
fine.
right.
I live for that.
I love a good Hostess cupcake, to be honest, you know?
With a glass.
Oh,
okay,
man.
sorry. And she always kind of gives us just like, you know,
Yeah.
carnival singer, you know. Not in the sense of calling her a clown, but she just kind of gives us like that cutesy girl you might know down the street. Like, we know a Camila Cabello.
Singing at the rodeo.
Yeah.
Just, you know, living her best life.
And you're not gonna cha-cha with a corset on. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I don't know. I don't get it just yet. Maybe the album Romance, when it comes out, go stream it.
Oh my God.
It'll give me more.
We have Nicole saying, I wish they would stop thinking they can pull a Beyonce and Jay-Z. They cannot compare. And then Laura's with me. She goes, let's see a boudoir moment released by the end of the week. I roll emoji.
Laura, you better stop.
I mean, yeah. We have Nicole saying Camila equals the sexy, nerdy girl next door.
I think maybe that's
Yeah.
what they're trying, you know,
I
keep
think they're trying
her
to
in
amp that up, you know?
Maybe I kind of want her to act even.
Yeah. Oh, she's acting right now. Right? Just not well enough for you.
They gonna get you, girl.
I know. I set myself up.
It's fine.
honestly.
That's okay.
I set myself up. It's fine.
I
Whatever.
want something different.
I know. I want something different too.
And this is different. Let me be honest. This is different. But
You're not feeling the angel wings on the back?
I don't want this school
Yeah,
lunch.
I'm interested. Interesting. Okay, let's move on and talk about Miss Selena Gomez.
Oh, I like her.
So, yes, of course, obviously.
I like her.
So, Selenators, if you're in the chat, go ahead and share this video with
Come
your
on,
fan
Crown.
pages because we are celebrating female friendships
Oh.
with Selena Gomez and Taylor Swift. Selena showed Taylor a little BFF love. We haven't seen this in a long time from these two, other than you and I talking about a Taylor collab.
Literally every day, man.
You're welcome, Selena and Taylor. We've been, letting
We've been
everyone
manifesting
know
this for a minute.
about your friendship for a long time. Well, you guys have stayed quiet. We got you. We will continue to talk
That's
about
okay.
it.
We got them.
But Selena put on Instagram that she was listening to Lover, and she just called Taylor a genius. And Taylor reposted and said, "I love you, Selena."
Where's the song?
Where's the song? Where's the collab?
Or like a Selena Gomez ex Taylor Swift BFF merch collab.
Oh, with Stella McCartney. Actually, no, because I don't want to spend $900 on a hoodie.
Yeah,
So,
Taylor
can we not
said.
do that,
Taylor
actually?
said, "Give me the $60 for this T-shirt."
Yeah, let's
Taylor said, "Give me your coin."
did you buy it?
I did not.
Oh, okay. I was
Not-
convinced. I was being a bad friend. I was like, Honestly, you should do it. It's
I have a reason. My reason is, y'all, I think he knows that song on Lover. Now we need the merch for that. She's been coming out with merch for like a lot of the songs. I need a t-shirt with that on it. That's when you're going to get my coin, Taylor.
I love that song. A little snap beat.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to buy that collection out. Buy that one out.
Yes.
So I'm waiting.
Yes. Okay. Do you guys feel like this is a hint at a Catelynn collab? Let us know in the chat because I want to know where you guys are going. We have Allie saying Catelynn collab right now. Desiree made her first live.
Yes. Yay. Welcome.
It's coming.
I need it.
We have Erica saying that she would love one.
That's going to break the internet.
I hope. Come through, ladies.
Come on. We need that female power.
Okay, Mary Mayhem says, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought I heard somewhere that Taylor's new album, Lover, was going to have a song for Selena. There were predictions and theories going around that Selena was going to be on Me because, you guys, way back when Taylor was kind of, teasing us about it, there was a picture of people holding suitcases, and there were theories that the person in the middle was Selena Gomez. But as we know, we've seen the Me music video, we've heard
she ain't in that.
No Selena anywhere. So I'm hoping that one of the 12 or 13 songs Selena is sifting through right now to give us an album, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Let's see, we have Autumn saying a Selena collab would be awesome.
It would
Alex says no. I think it's just a friend being proud of a friend.
Which is fine.
Which would be fine.
That could be fine, but I do want to.
Latrice says maybe there's a deluxe album coming.
Maybe Taylor will do a Lover re-release, and she'll have like a couple deluxe editions.
And then we could have the Taylor X Selena merch. Oh, okay.
I would be here for it. I would be here for that.
But would you also be here for Taylor and Nicki Minaj? Because remember when they were tweeting?
Listen, I have a plan for Nicki and Taylor.
The man.
The man. We need the man featuring Nicki Minaj so that it can go #1. Reason being is because both Taylor and Nicki feel like women are not treated fairly, just across the board. So why not team up and say, man, give us equality.
Give us the
and put our stilettos on your neck.
I would be so for that. And then have Sabrina Park choreograph the music
video.
Yes!
I would pass out, Maddison. I would pass out.
You would pass out.
Pass out.
Okay, let's get into Car Jenner tea time because we have a lot of Car Jenner news, you guys.
Car Jenner tea time.
Thank you. I needed that. I feel refreshed. I feel ready to go.
Little mini earthquake.
Okay, so let's kick it off with Kendall, your good sis Kenny.
That's my good sis Kenny.
Everyone's always worried about. So New York Fashion Week is going on right now. Kendall will not be taking the runway at all. She will be sitting on the sidelines, which she admitted to Vogue. She's very sad about. She's missing the runway. After seeing everybody walk, she kind of wants to get up there again.
What's she doing?
We know she decided to take a break from runways because of her anxiety. It was starting to get really out of control. She admitted this last year several times.
That sucks.
I just feel like, but I'm ready for her to get back.
I want to see
and clearly she misses it.
A little leg moment. That's what I was waiting for.
Also, I haven't seen Gigi and Bella in any shows either, which is interesting.
What y'all doing?
I think, are they taking the influencer celebrity route where we're not going to do the runways anymore? Like, is that becoming the thing?
I will say, so far, I've seen a lot more influencers at Fashion Week thus far. Like a lot of influencers.
Oh, a lot. Brendan
yeah.
Rock's there.
I've
Anna's
seen
there.
Ricky Thompson, Denzel Dion. I love them.
Wow. Okay,
yes.
where's our invite to New York
That's what I'm
Fashion
saying. Y'all need to call us and we'll come. I will wear a trash bag and I will definitely poke some holes in her and put some spikes through. That's couture.
That's couture.
That's a little avant-garde moment.
You guys, we have a lot of you saying to check Ariana's Instagram. She finally confirmed that the Charlie's Angels song is coming with her, Miley, Lana. It's coming September 13th, so it'll be out later this week.
That's this week?
Yeah, that's this week already. I know. It's already the 13th. Dear God, where is time
Month is
going?
over, girl.
But yes, we talked about this a couple weeks back when the trailer dropped. We knew that this was going to happen, but now Ariana has confirmed it. She posted on her Instagram, so we are getting an Ari, Miley, and Lana collab.
You know what's going to be good?
Don't try to say Lana's trying to drag Ari ever again.
That's going to be a good music video.
Oh, that's going to be a killer music video.
Just 3 different vibes.
But also, see, Miley's got a lot invested right now. Continuing with the theory of her and Catelynn. She's got a lot coming up. A lot coming up. Okay, so the other little thing about Kendall, I want to tell you guys is this report from Radar Online talking about her ex, Blake Griffin. So Alec Baldwin is having a Comedy Central roast. This is something Comedy Central does all the time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
A roast for my Office fans. Yeah, that's a quote. You don't know what I'm
I said,
talking
why'd
about?
she say it like that?
Yeah. That's an Office thing. They roast Michael Scott. He's like, I think we need a roast. And it's really funny. And then Pam's like, I saw his thing, and if it were an iPod, it'd be a shuffle, you know, because it's small. That's funny. That's funny. Okay.
Shout out to Scranton.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Anyway, so that's basically what they were doing for Alec Baldwin. And although I'm just combining Blake and Alec there. Yep, anyway. Although Alec Baldwin was supposed to be the one on the receiving end, Blake Griffin got up there and roasted Caitlyn Jenner, aka Kendall's dad. Oh, listen.
For what?
Listen to this joke. Let me get the docket out.
Please help.
Radar Online reports that Blake said, quote, "On behalf of the entire NBA and Billboard charts, I want to thank you for giving your daughters daddy issues." That's a little rude. That's a little rude.
Tone deaf AF.
That's a little rude.
Why he said that?
I don't know why he said that. I was like, you're supposed to be roasting Alec Baldwin. That is just distracting and also just like, oh, not okay on so many levels, right?
You are not that cute to be saying that.
Maybe they'll cut that out. Maybe Comedy Central will say, hey, maybe we should cut this out.
Y'all better leave that for that 1 a.m. version on Saturday night.
Right? The uncensored version.
Listen,
unedited.
Listen. See, I want to believe that Caitlyn would say something, but maybe Caitlyn won't even say something.
I feel like no.
And I feel like sometimes there's a portion of the LGBTQ plus community that won't even care.
Right.
Because it's Caitlyn.
That's true. Well,
but it's wrong.
It's wrong. I agree. I feel like Caitlyn really wanted to be that advocate,
yeah.
but it's not really gone that way.
It definitely, no, it's not.
It's not gone
definitely
that way.
not.
And I don't think it's gonna change.
It's not. It's definitely not.
Why are we talking like we're from the Valley in 1980? It's definitely not.
It's definitely not.
I don't know why we were talking like that. Anyway, it's fine.
But it's not gonna happen. The point is, it's wrong. It was definitely insensitive and tone deaf, and you're not that cute to be making those kind of jokes and thinking that that's gonna be okay.
Erica said, I felt that rose from over here and I'm hurting. And then yes, Leticia says, you haven't seen The Office either. How have I still not seen The Office? People, get on it. Get on it. It is a classic.
It's on
classic,
Netflix?
Classic.
Or it's off already?
No. Do it before they take it off.
Is it? It's the 30th, maybe? It might be the 30th. It's very, very soon.
Okay,
I tweeted about it.
Get on it. Oh, you tweeted about it, babe.
I was like, bye. No.
Oh my God. Whatever, it's fine. Let's move on and talk about Kylie and how she's getting roasted.
They better leave her alone.
By her sister. So you guys, Kylie and Chris are on Ellen today. It is the premiere of Ellen's new season. Way to kick it off with two amazing guests. Because Kylie actually rarely does sit down interviews like that. I love
Kylie. She can do more.
Except for Ellen, because obviously we know that they're good friends.
And Ellen the queen.
Ellen is the queen. And it was amazing because Ellen, right off the bat, is kind of like, so you're a billionaire now. And she's like, yeah. And she's like, so do your sisters make fun of you? Because, they've been working for a long time and you haven't, and you've already surpassed them. So she said that they only really make fun of her when it comes down to one thing, and I want you guys to listen to the clip because it's pretty funny and I really like it. So take a listen.
When we're like in a group chat talking about, let's all go, oh my God, we should go on a trip. And then everyone's like, Kylie, ? Are you gonna pay for it? Or just stuff like that.
So should Kylie be paying for those vacations? I love that.
No.
It's like, family, we're going to Bora Bora. Kylie?
No, they should be paying.
No, and
they better be.
And then she went on to say, she was like, do they actually expect you to pay? And Kylie's like, no. And then Chris goes, but she pays for me. She can pay for all my things.
That's fine. That the rest of y'all all millionaires. They're all millionaires. So they can definitely, like I said last week, I think we talked about this last week. Where were they on the yacht?
They weren't on the yacht.
And that's where they could have been. Y'all want Kylie to pay? Y'all could have been getting into your Kylie yacht.
That's why Chris and Corey Gamble were right there on the yacht.
They knew exactly what to do.
Scott and Sophia were on the yacht. They were there.
That's corny. Why the other girls are not billionaires? Well, that's my question.
Right, and then she went on to be like, they're all really proud of me. They all say, how great I'm doing, which I feel like was a follow-up because they probably realized as soon as that came out of how people were going to aka Maddison and Courtney sitting at the table. Hi. We're going to take that information and just sprint to the finish line with it.
I want to know why the other sisters are not billionaires. That's actually a very interesting question. Why are the other girls not billionaires?
I think Kylie's connection with the social media age. I really, truly believe that she just really utilized Snapchat and Instagram to her benefit, and she really knows her demographic more than anyone else.
Yeah.
Like Courtney, I feel like Poosh is very all over the place.
Well, I feel like Courtney, it should be
who are we going for with Poosh?
Kylie, right? I feel like it should be Kylie, Kim, Khloe, Kendall, Courtney in terms of money, right?
Kim is close.
Right?
Kim is close. She was also on the Forbes list. She was just a little further down. But Khloe doesn't own Good American by herself.
No?
That's what people always get confused. Khloe is a partner of Good American. Good American is not Khloe's. She actually does it with another female. And look, I'm so bad. I cannot even remember this other woman's name. But Khloe, I think, has a much bigger hand in Good American now. But when Good American started, it was kind of like Khloe Kardashian collabing with Good American. But then it's been such a success, and people have associated her so much with Good American that now it's just all in one. But it's not hers exclusively.
I think that each one of those girls could like, this is just a speculation, relax. I think each one of those girls could quit the show, and if they really focus their time, they could all be billionaires. Oh, yeah. If they just focused. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like maybe some of the girls are kind of all over the place. Like with Kylie, I know Kylie is beauty. She does that. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Lip kits, makeup, skincare. I can immediately rattle those off. For some of the other girls, I can't exactly do
Which
that.
will be interesting when Kylie starts kind of diverging into these different lanes. Kylie alcohol, Kylie baby. Will she be as successful with those other ventures when her brand has so clearly been cosmetics and skin focused? I don't know. Also, that wasn't me talking ish earlier on Good American Jeans, because if you know me,
yeah, we
that's
know you
the one
stand.
part of the product I support
you stand the Good American Jeans.
Khloe will have my coin full price any day of the week.
I just find that to be interesting. Like, like Chris got better at managing with time. That's like a theory. Like social media, like with time, social media has gotten stronger, and Kylie was kind of like born in that age. Interesting.
It is funny because then Ellen like kind of teased
And Courtney's
Chris.
the oldest?
Yeah, Courtney's the oldest, but she was like, so is she your favorite child now? And Chris was like, oh yeah. You know, a little giggle.
Well,
she's getting
the best coin.
The best 10% right there. 10% of $1 billion is a lot of money.
Y'all need to discuss that. Not in a competitive way, but I feel like each one of them girls should be a billionaire. Yeah.
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 Felicia says, I remember all three sisters came out with a clothing line and bedroom collection with Sears. I remember that. That was like the first.
Sears.
Oh yeah, that was like their first thing.
Sears is closed
and
now,
I think
isn't it?
JCPenney or something. Yeah.
Y'all was in my mall in Pennsylvania.
Oh
JCPenney?
yeah. That was like their first market.
Sears.
First market.
They wasn't even starting in luxury. They said, okay, y'all all need to buy
And then
this.
it just.
That was smart though.
Yeah.
Because the Sears girls was watching Kardashians at the time, right?
Right, but I feel like we aren't talking about it now, so you know.
Well, Sears girls on the way out.
Okay. A little business.
That's a little business to you.
A little business to you.
On their way out.
Okay, let's get into last night's Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Okay.
All right. I feel like it's just time. We're getting into it. The liars are coming out.
Liar!
For the most part, the episode focused on Khloe and True's birthday party and the drama before that. We did see Kim talk a little bit about her health struggles. It came back that she has some positive symptoms of lupus.
They said like the antibodies,
yeah,
right?
not for sure lupus, okay, and rheumatoid arthritis, so a lot of swelling, joint swelling. Obviously, that's still scary. That was a hard pill for her to swallow.
Of course.
And I don't think her health journey is over. I'm sure we're going to see more of that later in the season, which anything health related is super scary. Lupus, we know, doesn't have a cure. Selena Gomez. So I totally felt for Kim in that moment. But the drama really, really came with Khloe because we're still talking about, post-scandal life. And I just felt vindicated from everything we talked about before True's birthday party because everyone was trying to say fake news that Khloe wouldn't invite Tristan. I'm sorry. Look what happened in the episode.
Girl.
At the beginning, she did not want to invite him. And Chris was actually the one who was like, no, you need to do the right thing and be the bigger person.
Exactly.
Right.
Thank the Lord.
But she did say, again, for people who say Tristan, oh my God, he would never want Khloe back. Khloe literally had to block his phone number because he was calling her so incessantly, texting her incessantly, trying to FaceTime her and use True to get to her, which is a story we reported on as well, by the way. And she was like, I'm just over being the bigger person. Like, I don't want to invite him.
Madison.
Courtney was even going to, step in and be like, do you want me to just tell him not to come? And Khloe's like, and Chris is like, no, we need to invite him.
I just think it's so funny how based off of I'm not even going to say this. I don't need to do this because they're just going to be upset regardless.
Right.
I just think it's so interesting that just based off of the things we've heard from Jordan, the things we've heard from Khloe, now we have the things that we see on the show.
Right.
It seems very clear that Tristan is the trash. And
hefty.
I really, really, truly roll my eyes, Madison, at people that defend it because there are people that will say, I can't believe Courtney is so immature, he's so unprofessional, blah, 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 blah. And then that same person, the same exact account will be like, well, Tristan's allowed to do that. He's only 20-something years old and we're the same age. No. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So don't make excuses for a man horribly, aggressively being awful to another woman.
Right.
I feel like if you were a woman or just a human in general, you would never support that.
Never.
Ever.
Which is why I adamantly hate him so much.
Like y'all will
Hate his behavior.
y'all will drag Khloe and say things like, you lose him how you got him, blah, blah, blah,
Right.
blah. But at the end of the day, he has a daughter with this woman.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
And he's acting like that. Acting
Exactly.
like she's the priority, trying to win her back over actually seeing his daughter.
Tristan,
and I say this.
Tristan using his daughter just to try to see Khloe
Yeah.
again. Like,
and
are you kidding me?
We know this because literally, right while she's getting ready for the birthday party, she shared, and I'm actually surprised that this made it in the episode. I was shocked. And she revealed what went down when Tristan came over the night before the birthday party. One, she also shared on the episode that they had to go to therapy to learn how to co-parent, which was interesting. But during this specific little segment that I wanted you guys to see, she talks about, you know, he wanted to come over and see True.
I thought that was interesting.
And how True was so excited. And she was like, okay, you know, it's getting late. And she's like, are you going to put her down? What are you kind of like?
Why are you lingering, sis?
Let's wrap this up type of thing. And he was like, well, no, like, why don't you and I grab a glass of wine? Like, don't you want to have some wine? So started with the wine. Khloe said, I actually really appreciate it. She goes, I told him I must have a big effing idiot tattooed on my forehead.
She hear y'all T-Tribe because that's what y'all be calling her.
That's what we're saying. And now he was like, no, like, no, you're not like that. And then I guess when he was getting ready to leave, he was like, can I get a hug?
Girl.
So it's just like, can I just say, as a female, this is like F-boy player, the handbook 101. Can I get a hug? First, a drink, of course. Let's, you know, loosen you up a bit.
You say this, and I'm going to follow it up with something. Okay, so first a drink. Jordan Woods was drunk. Go ahead.
Second, can I get a hug? Can I get a kiss goodbye? There we go. And then when Khloe went in for just the side hug, he said, that's all I get. And then he proceeded to try to kiss her. I want you guys to listen to this clip really quick. Go ahead and listen to it for her, the words from her own mouth.
Kiss me, and I go, this is the problem with you. You can't just like take what you get.
Thoughts?
All I got to say is this. Khloe Kardashian is not perfect, period.
Yes.
Jordan Woods is not perfect, period. But the common denominator in this whole entire situation is that Tristan is very manipulative.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh my God,
He's
he
very
is
manipulative.
so
And we know
manipulative.
this, but like it's just interesting that we now have like these two parallel stories and all of the details that are the same are about Tristan's negative actions in both situations.
Well, now it makes sense to me why Khloe looked so uncomfortable during that birthday party because you guys remember we had, you know, Snapchats and Instagram stories coming out and we sat up here and we commented, we were like, oh, something definitely, they're trying to put out that everything's okay, but I mean, you could see
when he
whenever
snuck up behind her.
he would try to go for True. I mean, her face literally was like so like frozen, uncomfortable.
And of course, I feel like in that moment, Khloe didn't know whether he was coming to grab her or coming to
grab
grab True.
True,
So
yeah.
of course her reaction is going to be like, well, what are you
Defensive.
doing? Exactly.
And she also said too, I guess like the morning of the party, he texted her and he was like, thank you so, again, ladies, men, anyone who's dealt with a player in their life, texted her and was like, it was so nice to see you last night.
Leave it.
Or he said it was so nice to see True, but it was even better to see you. Or True looked so good. Or, no, I think the direct quote was,
Nah.
True looked good and you looked even better. You looked good too, or something like that along those lines. And I'm just like, oh my God, things that everyone has seen before. It honestly disgusts me. I was already nauseous last night. I'm nauseous again talking about it.
I didn't like that at all, just because it comes off like incredibly predatory.
It does,
You know
because
what
it's
I'm saying?
like, oh, I can screw you over multiple times publicly, but let me feed you a few compliments. I can't even speak because I'm so irritated by this. And then you'll forgive me and we'll move on and I'll buy you a car or I'll do whatever I need to do. And, you know, I'm so great that you'll just totally get back with me.
I'm like, what year did Tristan get into the NBA? His just maturity level is just
Not
really,
there.
it's like really questionable.
Really, really
For like
questionable.
someone that's like the same age as us, I just really question his actual maturity because it sounds like he just didn't develop. Like, you know what I mean?
and
Like
men-
his brain
and
didn't
men-
develop all the way. It's not
men-
cooking.
You know, I'm not a scientist, but there are studies out there that men mature slower than women. That's a thing.
Of course.
But I feel like he's maturing like even slower than the average man. Like he's
That's
just
correct.
really slow on the uptake.
It's that money.
Or he really is that narcissistic and thinks that he's that great that he doesn't care and that's why he behaves this way. I don't know. But it's
I hate
embarrassing
that.
that you have children and you're behaving this way. And I just, again, want to pose the question, how would Tristan react if True was in this situation? If a man was treating his child this way, how How would he react?
He would be sending the goons.
Would he be, calling Drake up and saying, how do I win this woman back? Would you be applauding that behavior? I highly, highly doubt it. So let's remember, if karma doesn't come back and hit you, it comes back and hits your child.
This is not shade
Not
to
good.
Drake, but once again, what woman does Drake have?
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
I would feel like if I were Tristan, I would be taking advice from someone who was like at least married or someone that was in a very long-term relationship. You're taking advice, no shade. Oh my God, I love Aubrey Graham. But you're taking shade from someone who literally had a child and was kept a secret.
Right. No, it's your,
I hate that.
Yeah.
I love him. I love him. Stop it, y'all. I love him.
know.
But that's the tea.
But
So why would you take advice?
it's that.
From the man that bought the woman probably a car. You know what I mean?
It's just all over the board for me. Like he was behaving that way with Khloe, but then also we saw a little clip too where he confronted Kanye about a song that was used in one of the Keeping Up storylines and how he felt it was inappropriate and how he felt it was shade. And Kanye, I honestly, truly, I know people have a lot of opinions about him.
Of course.
I really like him and I like him on Keeping Up. I think he's funny.
I think he was an excellent addition to that show.
And he literally is like, man, like, I think he was mad about the song we used or something. And I just think it's funny because you can tell he wants zero part in it.
Who cares?
He's like, I don't want any part in this Khloe and Tristan triangle. I just have to say, he did come up to me and say something. So I'm like, okay, you are saying you want Khloe back. You're trying to kiss her. You're trying to do all these things. But then you go to the party and you're stirring the pot with her family. What? Why?
He should have stayed home.
Why?
And if you flash back to probably Daily Rewind or one of these other shows we did, we were like, we hope he shows up. The least he can do is show up and be a father. And then you showed up causing mess.
Causing a whole mess. And then Khloe, I feel like she did a good job on social media portraying the day like it was like this magical dream, clouds, whatever, unicorns, blah, blah. But clearly it was anything but that. She left, the day ended with her
She was like crying. I was like, girl,
because
on the birthday.
Well, Courtney is very sympathetic to her. Obviously, she's been through similar situations with Scott. But Kim, I feel like, is me. Kim is just no nonsense. She's just like, why are you inviting him? This is going to be a spectacle. And Khloe's probably like my younger sister to be like, you don't understand, like blah blah blah. And we're just kind of like, dear God, who cares? Like, why do we care about his feelings when he's done nothing but be a shitty
It's about
person
celebrating
to
the daughter and keeping the happiness intact, and that's it.
And you know what? True will have those pictures, and that's beautiful, and that's amazing. And actually, right before, there's one more thing I want to mention. Before the season premiered, Khloe did sit down with Ryan Seacrest, and she said that she wants this chapter to be closed.
Me too, girl.
Which I honestly don't think Khloe is really wanting this narrative to continue, which is why we're going to see a shift from Khloe and Tristan, obviously, to Scott and Courtney. But yeah, she said that she's ready to close the door on the chapter and move on. She said, quote, I think it's how you handle it, and I think apologies need to be as loud as your disrespect was, or to me, it's not sincere. I'm forgiving, I'm forgiven. So she's forgiven Tristan and Jordan, no matter how horrible, whatever you want to say they did to her. She said she's not going to hold any grudges, because actually that only harms her as a person.
Okay. I don't know if I believe that.
I know.
I have to be honest.
I mean, I'm a grudge holder, so I would probably hold a grudge towards Tristan.
Okay,
if
that's
you
so.
did
I feel
something
like
like
that's
that,
warranted.
I feel like Jordan, you know what? We got to let that go. Let that ship sail.
Okay.
I think she needs to be cordial with Tristan because she has to co-parent her child with him. But you know what, girl? You hold that grudge and you take it to the grave. You've earned it. He's cheated on you twice publicly.
He's made you look like a clown.
Look like a fool.
Yeah. Oh, there ain't nothing in here.
Multiple times. You deserve to hold a grudge.
And you know what? I just feel like Khloe just deserves better so that she can do better. You know what I mean? No more cryptic quotes. No more drama for the show.
Right.
Be happy. Find an art dealer. Move on.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
And Evie said, find an art dealer. Sorry, that just processed. Evie says, imagine reliving this over and over. And that's how I feel. I honestly think that Khloe was fine doing the finale. I think that was okay. But I don't get the vibe that she's loving this storyline continuing.
I mean,
and
I'm sure
still being brought to life.
If Chris could have it her way, I'm sure it would in some way stretch the whole season.
Well,
so I mean,
we know Chris was like, no, invite him. You know, she's as a mother being like, no, you know, I've gone through this with Robert. It's important to invite him, but like low key, like, no, we need him there.
She's like making a call. She said, you better show up. You better. The code to the gate is
calling Tristan's friend to be like, look, you can be his +1.
Yeah, right. Just make sure that he's here.
Make sure he posts something really scuzzbally on Instagram. That way, Maddison and Courtney can talk about it at the table, which we did.
Oh yeah. Oh, we was waiting. Girl.
Oh, I was waiting. My God. I really, you guys, I really despise his actions.
It sucks.
I don't want to say I despise him because I don't know him personally, but I'm sure if I met him personally, I would still feel
the way he's portrayed in the media.
God.
Based
way
off of
he's
what the
portrayed.
sources say.
Yeah, and just, all of this. Oh my God, information-ish. I just can't. Maria says she should have a carnival, invite him, and have a pie toss. That's what she would want.
Period. Come on, Maria.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Does Tristan still do basketball? This is Mona. Yes, he still does.
He does? What team he on?
He's on the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Is that what team he on?
Yeah,
Oh, I
right?
don't know.
Ohio. They were always going to Ohio, Okay.
What
no,
is that? I'm gonna see their logo.
Fact check me. It's like that's where LeBron's from, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's
Cleveland
he's a
Cavaliers.
power forward and
Okay.
a center.
First of all,
He's 1 year older than me.
My sports
and y'all be talking
knowledge-
about he's young, he can make these mistakes. But
my sports knowledge is
I
extensive.
say one thing and y'all be trying to tear my
Extensive.
little edges off. That's hilarious. Y'all are funny.
All right, you guys. On that note, we have got to go. Make sure you tune in later this afternoon to Daily Rewind.
Yes.
With these stories, T-Tribe, let's just say we're going to need you in the chat and we're going to need you strong.
Oh, they're gonna be mad today.
And please go ahead and stretch your fingers now because it is going to be quite
Do some stretches.
quite the show. I already know it. Also, you guys, make sure you're shopping the Hollyscoop store. Make sure you're sharing this video, sharing the news about the morning tea. I love seeing you guys talk about the morning tea on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. And sharing is
Warms
caring.
our heart. So yes, please continue to share. That way we can grow the Tea Tribe and do everything that we want to do. You guys, and don't forget to tune in tomorrow for Tequila Tuesday.
Yes, God, I'm ready.
8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll see you guys. Follow us on Instagram and tag us too.
Yes.
There we go. I had to
please
get
do.
it all out. Get it all out. All right, you guys. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye, guys. Hit it, Leo.